Alright, so, fair warning, this is gonna be a long video of me just talking about toys. If that interests you, great, I got a lot of cool footage and stuff to fill out the time. If that doesn't interest you, I still think you should stick around because this video is definitely not gonna be what you think it's gonna be. Alright, so, clickbait title, I got you. This is not the end of me collecting Marvel Legends. I'm not selling off. Matter of fact, this is just the beginning for what y'all are about to see. Alright, I recently bought a camera in purpose of getting better with videography. And you don't always got a subject while doing that. And I thought, what better way to get better with the camera is to really get out there and start actually shooting some ACBA. I got a few goals in mind with this channel. One in particular, like I stated, I want to get better at videography. Photography goes hand in hand with that, with the lightings, the setups. 2, the most important, I've been collecting since like Pizza Spider-Man. That's the one that got me back into collecting real hard. Of course, I bought Marvel Legends when I was a kid, but they got me back into it Pizza Spider-Man. And I've been doing random stuff, dials, custom props, paint upgrades, doing stuff like that the entire time, and I've never documented it. So that's what I want to focus on with this channel. I want to document my projects, just show y'all cool things and hacks and budget ideas that you could pull off with just a little bit of creativity, some paint, sculpt, Dremel, and sandpaper. That's really all it takes, man. I wanted to shout out some specific OGs. No numerical order, it's just important to the story and how I collect and the mindset of my collection, okay? The most slept on in this group, 100%. And I'm gonna start with him because it's very important, alright? Budget Jedi. I'm talking about, if you know Budget Jedi, you know how far back I go. Alright, so he would make cool dioramas and displays with like $10 worth of materials, and some paints, paintbrushes, foam, and he would just make really cool stuff, and it really inspired me, man. Super impressive work. Shoot, I had to be like 14 or 15 at the time when I seen this, and it made me go back to all those garage sale toys that didn't sell and do stuff with it. Of course, along the way, that's been like, I think it's around 10 years now I've been collecting. So I've been doing random stuff like that through this whole time. You know how life goes, this away, and I don't have much of that around anymore, sadly. But the main thing I kept intact was my actual figure collection. Of course, all the accessories, the alternate heads and the hands, and more hands and alternate heads. Gotta be OCD about that. Keep all that intact, but all the other stuff, the big stuff, I had to give away. But I bought this camera, and so I thought now's a good time to get into ACBA. I've been an observer for damn near 10 years now. I don't know how long I've been collecting. I don't know how long, whatever. But I've been watching from afar, and it's time to speak some truth and air out the truth right now. I don't know no such thing as toy photography. If you're disrespecting ACBA, you're tripping. Because they're the ones that started all of this stuff. All the trends that we're seeing nowadays, it was ACBA, man. If it wasn't for people hounding for toy photography, we wouldn't be getting all the stuff we get nowadays. I don't wanna go too far on that topic. I'm just saying, pay some homage to the originators of the quote-unquote toy photography. That's where it all came from. Shout out infinite amount of insane artists. It's artistry, and that's what got me into collecting more than just action figures. It's art. People are taking time into these things. Alright, so I want to move on to the next important YouTubers that are inspiring this. Shartimus Prime, OG, Anthony's Customs, legend. Those two inspire me to just simply just put a camera and just shoot my figures. Especially old school Anthony, when he was making really cool customs and doing like overhauls. So sick, dude. That was like the coolest era. Plenty of other YouTubers I need to mention, but I just want you to understand, like, this was 10 years ago. People like Budget Jedi, nobody was doing stuff like that. There was no content of people making dioramas out of foam and starting from scratch and using balsa wood to make crazy stuff. When you seen Bugs Page and went to go check out ACBA, bro, it was wig blowing. This was for, like, nowadays it's flooded. It wasn't like that back then. People like Shartimus and Anthony's Customs, those were the go-to, the only two. You gotta understand where we coming from, man. Mad respect to them. I want to take this as a moment of silence to shout out our boy Glenn Webb. Rest in peace. Got a lot of inspiration from him. Hunts, comparisons, evolutions. Oh, can't forget Craig as well. Craig Ward. If you know, you know. Alright. That brings me into the customizing world where we talk about our homie Pounds. Shout out Pounds, of course. Huge inspiration on the Spider-Verse. Check this stuff out on the channel that's coming soon. Alright. D Mason. Need I say less? Echo Hunter. I don't know how to pronounce y'all's that name, to be honest. Y'all started the whole YouTube display. Everybody knows it. If you say anybody else, you're lying. You haven't been watching in this YouTube community for long enough. They started the display videos on YouTube. Big inspiration to what I want to do in this channel. Alright, so it brings me to the ideas I want for this YouTube channel, why I started it. One, of course, to track my growth and to make friends in a community and share all the cool creative stuff I've been doing. But the overall goal and what I collect for. And I want y'all to watch as I become extremely successful and go from zero to building the most epic display this world's ever seen. The most dopest action figure 112 collection museum. That's what I want this end goal to be, and I want y'all to track with me this process. This is not really a review channel. The only time I'll ever review anything is when it's something of mine that I'm working. I got a custom that I made. I'm gonna show you all the process and review the process. Of course, if there's new figures, I'm gonna talk about it. It's not gonna be a rant channel, but of course, if there's stuff to talk about, I'm gonna talk about it. There's really so much to talk about in this game, and I bore my friends to death with it because they don't want to hear it, and that's why I need to start this channel anyways. Alright, but this is not, no, like, we're not gonna talk about bro hate and this and that, but we are gonna call shit out 100%. I'm not gonna let slide. If bro drops some whack shit, we're gonna fucking call out some whack shit. So obviously I'm not that great with the camera yet. I'm still trying to figure it out, as you can see with these clips. These are the first clips I've shot of figure photography ever. And man, I gotta say, it is super fun. As soon as you get that lighting right and the camera framed up right, it's nice, man. It's fun to do, and I can't wait to do more of it. And I hope y'all stick along for the process. I really want to track the growth of not only the photography, but like the stuff I'm doing. I'm constantly making random stuff, as much as I can. As soon as I get the idea, I like to try to run with stuff. So as soon as I can, I'm going to get the parts. I'm getting everything I need. So this channel's going to be looking at a lot more projects coming to it. I'm going to try to post as much as I can, whether it's dios, paints, customs, simple tips and tricks. That's what this channel is going to be all about. But for me, the end game is what's most important here. Tracking of building the most epic display diorama museum of 112 action figures of all times. Whether it takes a year, 2 years, might take a lot longer than that. Who knows? See, right now, I don't have any displays. So we're starting from ground zero. The stuff I shot here in the footage, that's what we got. So we're gonna start from ground zero as soon as possible, and we're gonna build the most beautiful thing any 112 Marvel Legends fan has ever dreamed of. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it reality. I'm excited, man, and I hope y'all stay tuned. I've had this goal in mind for a long time. Sorry that this video is running a little long. There's a lot of ground to cover, explaining all this history. The YouTube stuff's definitely a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Gonna get a lot more fluent with the progress of this channel. If you made it this far in the video, I thank you for watching. Got a lot more ideas we're gonna be bringing to the channel, so I hope y'all stay tuned with me. Other than that, we gotta realize how blessed we are. Even if you don't got these figures, you realize how blessed you are just to even have a YouTube account and be able to watch a YouTube video, sit down and relax and watch a YouTube video, bro. Stop tripping. Do good. Eat your fruit and vegetables. Stay hydrated. Whoop whoop.